Hello everyone, my name is DippySticks. 2 years ago I made a video titled, Destiny 2 Beginner Guide Part 1. In that video I promised a Part 2. Thousands of loyal fans awaited the day that I would post that episode. Well, today is the day you have all been waiting for. Destiny 2 Beginner's Guide, Part 2. Throughout the video, I will be discussing a few key game modes and activities that you will most likely engage in as you continue through the game. I will tell you how to prepare for these activities, as well as the reason a new player should even play them in the first place. Let's start with Crucible. Crucible is the PvP mode in Destiny. PvP meaning P versus P. I am an absolute god at Crucible, so watch my gameplay very closely. Crucible can be enjoyable when both teams are evenly matched. Unfortunately you will end up on a team with 5 mouth-breathing mongoloids, while the enemy team has 6 players that all add up to be about 1/4 of my skill level. So legends. You will find that playing Crucible is about as fun as spelling boobies on a calculator, only fun for about the first couple times, then you find that doing literally anything else is a better use of your time. However, if you choose to play Crucible you must learn that gunplay or accuracy has no influence on your skill. Using cheap and toxic tactics must be your go-to. First and foremost, don't use a gun that you think looks cool. Do your research and find the gun that is meta. You must use that gun in order to not be crapped on by your enemies. Secondly, you must run away from every gunfight that you might come across. If you run they cannot kill you. Lastly, make sure you spam crouch, that way the enemies cannot hit your head and get a crit. Now that you have the necessary skills to stand a chance in the toxic cesspool that is Crucible, go out and make Lord Shaxx proud. Next let's move on to a game mode that makes watching a baseball game look like an enjoyable experience. Gambit. Gambit is the middle ground between PvE and PvP. In other terms you get the worst of both worlds. Not only can other players invade your map and kill you, you also have to fight the boredom that comes with the design of Gambit. In short, you kill enemies, you get motes, and you deposit them in the bank. When you deposit, it sends a taken enemy to the opposing team. Once you get enough motes banked, a primeval spawns. Once it is dead the round is over. There are no real strategies for Gambit, as it has no difficulty. The only reason to play is either for fun, if you are an absolute madman, or for the loot that it may drop. Essentially you should dodge this game mode like the plague, unless you need the goodies that come along with it. Next up, we are going to talk about the only fun activity in the entire game. Raids. Raids are a 6-man, non-match-made activity. The team must work together to make it past each encounter. The game does not tell you anything about each encounter, so the team must either find the solution, or watch a YouTube video. Raids are extremely fun, because they are the only activity that a brain-dead ape could not do. There are a total of 7 raids in Destiny at the time of the video, each with their own design and encounters. Each raid also drops its own set of armor and weapons. The time I have spent in raids have been my most enjoyable time playing Destiny, both 1 and 2. I still reminisce on the days of playing King's Fall, late into the night trying to beat Oryx, because one of my team members was an absolute degenerate, and could not jump on a plate. We eventually kicked that player, and then beat the raid 2 tries after. Raids are extremely fun, and when you are at the proper level, if you find a teaching raid group to join, I guarantee you will find some enjoyment in the raids. If you have the right guide you can complete most raids in only a few hours. But, even with everything Bungie does right with raids, they also do so much wrong. Let's get this over with. The Battle Pass. The go-to for all developers who want to make a quick buck, and not have to work for it. The Season Pass in Destiny 2 is utter trash, as the items it provides could be compared to Oscar the Grouch and his favorite snack. The seasonal activities have never been anything more than a boring waste of time. The only reason you should purchase the Season Pass is to help fund Bungie, now that they are on their own, producing Destiny. The shop is not much better. It is full of overpriced and useless garbage. Again, if you want to purchase these items to flex on people, go right ahead. But as a new player, I would refrain from purchasing these until you have gotten far into the game. In all seriousness, this game is great. I may clown on it and complain, but in reality Bungie puts a lot of effort into making this an amazing experience to play with friends. You will have a great time playing if you decide to download this game. You will also find that the community is amazing as well, and is really open to inviting new players and helping them with their questions. Lastly, I would like to give a special shout out to my pals who helped me film this video. See you all in 2 years.